Today we're talking about building sales teams. This is one of my favorite topics. I get very passionate about building sales teams because, I've been fortunate to build one with up to a team of around 25-ish people, with 20 SDRs, sales development representatives, and around 5 to 7 closers. And we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to give you guys the source that can get you guys 50 appointments a day, because that's what we've done. At our best, we're getting 50 to 60 appointments a day. And, it's chaotic, it's lit, but it's fun. So who we got today? We got Collins, we got Albin. So guys, as usual, stay till the end, okay? And one of you win $100 if you stay to the end. And we're gonna give a lot of source, because a lot of people, what I realized is a lot of people get stuck under 7 figures because they become really good at selling their own service or product, which is great, like that's crucial. But they really struggle to, teach other people, and wealth really is built through leadership and making good decisions. There's a saying, it's better to own a part of a watermelon than to own the whole grape. And a lot of people, they own the whole grape. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Marielle? So when it comes to building good sales teams, there's 3 to 5 really crucial things that I can tell you guys will scale the sales team from, a team of 1 to a team of, and I haven't done a team of 50, but like a team of 5, 10, 15, 20. And these things, if you can instill them into your team, whether you're selling SaaS products, whether you're selling agency services, consulting, these things can print, and I mean print money, like print, okay? It's to the point where it's the 29th of May, and then we had a bad month. I'm gonna be honest, my sales team missed the quarter. Unless someone closes an extra 10 to 20 grand in deals out of nowhere today, we missed the quarter. And it hurts me to say that, but that's the reality, and we need to improve. And I'm gonna look at my numbers tomorrow, and we're gonna go over it. But a bad month in terms of sets for us, so this is a bad month, quote unquote, is like over 500 appointments set. It's like over 100 to 150 demos booked and like pitched. It's still an extra 20, 30 clients. That's a bad month, okay? So I do feel like I'm somewhat qualified to, divulge on this topic. So what is the first thing you need to do to scale the 50 to 60 appointment sets a day? The first thing you need is gamification. A lot of you guys are too boring. Too boring. What we're doing, I'll have someone in my company where their job is essentially to be the cheerleader of clientele boosters. They're in the Slack channel, they're like, who's gonna get the first set of the morning? And then by like 12 to 11:30 a.m. in the morning, they're like, this person's on 5, this person's on 4, this person's on 3. 3 is gonna catch up to 4. Are they gonna push up? Can he beat her today? Today. Like a game show host. So by the afternoon, everyone's at 5, they're neck and neck. Who's gonna break through to 8? Boom! Right? Albin said you need to be energetic. Yes, and you need to deploy energy correctly. Sometimes I'll jump in and start getting appointments. You know what I mean? Albin said Red Bull morphed into a person. Nah, I'm just naturally high energy, but you need to gamify things. Daily leaderboards, right? Sets called, booked, like drum roll. Like you need to make it fun, you need to make it competitive, because the natural proclivity of a salesperson is competitiveness. So you want to embrace that. The second thing, and this is something that we've kind of naturally done, but I think I've learned as I've grown my company. We started doing this last year. What's up, Ema? Started doing this last year, and I think Hormozy drills it down really well. Just do more than everyone else. What do I mean by that? There's the call side of things, but I want to move it a bit away from the calls. When it comes to training, we do 2 trainings a day. My appointment setting team, the SDRs, and the closers, we're training 2 times a day minimum. I'll be honest, sometimes I'm like, am I doing too little? Am I training too little? I'll be honest. That's an insecurity of mine. I'm going to be doing most likely a speaking gig overseas later in the year with this guy. And he was actually someone I looked up to when I was 19, 18. And he had an agency back then when he was 20 or 21. I think it's 21. I was doing like 7 figures a year back then. And this is like pre-COVID, you know what I mean? And basically, I'm going to be speaking on stage with this guy. Like, we just got the contract, looks good, etc. And why do I mention that? I know where we're strong. I know where our strong points are. What's up, Path? What's up, Nalath? And I love where our strong points are. But I'm like, if he's doing now 20 million a year, or 10 to 20 million a year, and he's 28, well, and I'm 26 and I'm doing a couple million a year, like, if I just scaled where we're strong, we could get there in like a year or two, or a year or less, really. So then I almost have like the insecurity of like, should I be like training more? What's up, King Anthony Ken? So when it comes to training 2 times a day, we have one training in the morning. The first half of it is we just listen to call reviews. So the SDRs, 30 minutes, listening to call reviews. We're going to listen to role play. Okay, great. Okay, that was a good call. Why was it a good call? What made it a bad call? Why did it say? Why didn't it say? Okay, fantastic. After that, cold calling session. Everyone's making calls together. I'm hearing this person F up. I'm hearing that person F up. I was on the cold calling calls literally till like January of this year. And I'm the CEO. Not many CEOs get in the mud like that. Today, I spent 90 minutes cold calling because I was testing out a new offer for our agency. And I was like, damn, like, it's good to be back on the phone. It's like, because I know how hard it is. And my bad day was still 2 or 3 sets while doing other CEO stuff, going to the bank, fixing key issues, talking to different leadership people. What's up, Pratika? What's up, Veda? And I don't say that for the sake of saying that. I say that because I understand the importance of repetition. So that's the morning sales training for the SDRs. In the evening, at the end of the shift, they have a 30-minute session where they just go over all the objections one by one. Hey, what objections did you hear today? Any blockers? No blockers. Okay. What objections did you hear today? No blockers. Okay, great. What objections did you hear today? This, and this. Okay, great. Anyone, how do we get over that objection? I like that. Any others? I like that one too. Okay, here's what I'm using. So what it does is you're fostering vulnerability. Sales is vulnerable. It's like you're communicating face noise to another human. That's a vulnerable act. They get to hear what your tone sounds like. They get to hear how you see yourself. Sales is almost spiritual, like you're transferring energy to someone else. That's powerful, right? So that's just the appointment setting team. 2 sessions a day, 10 sessions a week. That's at least an extra, when you say 90 minutes a day in total, that is 90 times 5, 450 minutes. That's like 9 hours. I think I'm going to butcher the math. 6 hours. Anyway, it's like 10 to 15 hours, let's just say, a week. You don't have to be great at maths to be an entrepreneur.